Another hand that went up? Yes.
There is this phobia with Kenyans about pyramid businesses. And of
Can I request, because we're asking a good question, to sit down?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
There is this fear that Kenyans are having regarding the so-called pyramid businesses. And I would ask you to clear the air and clearly explain the disparity between this one and perhaps those other ones. And if they are alike, perhaps we would like to know. Thank you.
Let's give him a clap. You are saying Kenyans fear pyramid schemes. People lost a lot of money in pyramid schemes. Anybody in this room who lost money, be honest, just there's nothing wrong. No one needed to go in. In every meeting I ask, there's always somebody who lost money. My brothers and sisters, I want to tell you my background to help me understand what I'm doing to make you have no fear. Are we together? Pyramid schemes are things used to cheat people because everybody is in a way lazy and everybody is in a way greedy. All of us here, me to start with, everybody here has that laziness in them and has that greed in them. So when you are shown how to make money without working, utasema hallelujah, that is what I'm looking for. What do? Unaweka pesa pale. And con men use greed to show you things and then to fleece you of money wachukue pesa yako. But they don't have a product that people are selling where money is coming from. Are we together? In our business, there is a what? A product. And we show you this is where the money is going to do what? To come from. Are we together? And we show you the airtime. And we show you the mobilization fees, which is like buying a franchise. Are we together? So we show you where the money is coming from, so you know if I work, money is going to come. Not if I tell somebody pesa is going to be doubled, what hii pesa ifanye nini? Iwe double. Are we together? This business has nothing close to pyramid schemes in any way, other than the fact that you are promised a lot of money based on how hard you work. Is that clear? So you don't need to have any fear. In addition, in this country, you cannot risk explaining a pyramid scheme to your president. Utaingia ndani. This business, we have explained it to our president, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, not yesterday, but in the year 2013. And every week we are here. Do you think the intelligence of this country are asleep? They are not. Yesterday, I was supposed to go to the ministry in Treasury, but the Revolution wanted to know how our business works to empower women and youth. Do you think a pyramid scheme you can be told kuja ueleze? No. It's NISIS wanalichukua alikushe in the back of a Land Rover mpaka wapi? Kiambu Road. Now tell us, hii pesa unachukua watu ukali nyang'anya watu. Are we together? But I got so busy and I apologize to that government official. Monday, I could not make it. So this has no relationship, nothing to do with pyramid schemes. Number 3, our business has phases. We have a plan. There's a way we have moved from mobilization to into owning physical assets, which is phase 2 that I'm going to talk about. Are we together? Pyramids cannot do that. Pyramids, people pesa mara moja kimbia, funga say the thing has collapsed. Are we together? Do this business with no fear. Thank you for asking. Is there any question? Yes, sir.
Langu jina ni Parsinene. If your downline uses more than 500 shillings of airtime, will you continue earning from that commission?
Very good question. Any amount of airtime you use, so long as you have hit the 500, you earn. Even if you use 1,000, 2,000, 1,310, you earn from each of those airtime the percentage the way it is. Are we together? So use as much airtime as you can. Is that okay? In fact, the supermarkets, when I explain, I also be telling you buy as many packets of milk as you do what? As you can. You earn from every coin that you spend. Every shilling you spend, you earn, and somebody else also earns. Thank you for asking. Any other question? Okay, now I want to go into phase 2. Phase 2 is very important. Is that okay? This is very important because phase 2 is going to deal with retail. Phase 2 is going to deal with supermarkets. And supermarkets, yeah, this is how we started. Phase 2 was to start in 2016, but our members say that PANA started, it was supposed to be mid-2016, not even started. But our members say that PANA, we want the supermarkets now. So I'm working based on the pressure from our members. This business does not belong to me, it belongs to us. Now, I want you to follow very closely. Please monitor very closely, because this is how you will lose the millions you have made if you don't understand what I'm going to talk about. Today, supermarkets are up here. Takuja huku chini. Up here is where you have the supermarkets you know of today in Kenya. They sell goods that are manufactured, they sell farm produce, and they also sell imported products. But when they make that money is theirs. They don't give it to you. Am I right or am I wrong? So, that is their model. There is nothing wrong with that. My brothers and sisters, don't go out condemning them. Yes, they are entrepreneurs, they provided a solution, they must make money. Are we together? But us, we are saying, can we make money together? We are saying, what is the need of having one billionaire and everybody else is struggling? So we are saying our supermarkets are going to operate the way a supermarket works. Lakini, as we are supplying these goods by these people, what happens? When we sell them, what do? We earn. Are we together? That's number one. Number two, we also own the same supermarket. Is that clear? And when we own it, and when we sell goods, their commissions to us, based on our team, yeah, we are bound to become wealthier, because the moment you put more money in people's hands, they're able to purchase more things, isn't it? And even your business is able to sell more. Is that okay? So that is the starting point of our business. Now, let's look at an example. How much would you make? Roughly, this is an example. We are saying we are using sugar 1 kilo, sugar 2 kilos, milk and bread. It's the same slides that you have here, 1 kilogram sugar, 2 kilograms milk and bread. Then what is the retail price for sugar? The time we took this, 1 kilogram of sugar was 115, 2 kilograms of sugar was 235, milk was 50 and bread was 49 shillings. Now go slowly with me, don't read the slide too fast, I'm going to take you through fully. Now let's begin with 1 kilogram of sugar to the end. This 115, there is 20% that has been made by the supermarket, which is now 23 shillings. What the supermarket makes, which is the supermarkets we are going to own together, what it makes, it keeps 60%, and because of the network, it gives us 40%, which is 9 shillings and 20 cents. So for 1 kilogram of sugar, the supermarket keeps 13 shillings and 80 cents. We are given 9 shillings and 20 cents. We share that 9 shillings and 20 cents because there is what we call the head office and the system that we use plus you. So that money shared, you will make 39 cents from 1 kilogram of sugar. It looks small, but wait, see what happens. Then, from 2 kilograms of sugar, going at 235, the supermarket has made 47 shillings. You, yeah, out of that, they keep 28 and 20 cents. They give us 18 shillings and 80 cents. You make 79 cents. In milk, the same story. you will make 17 cents, and in bread, the same story, you will make 17 cents. Now, our business is about earning from one another. Your brother, your sister, your schoolmate, your churchmate, your mosque-mate, yeah? Your friends, people that you know. So we're bringing people together and we are earning from one another. So let's assume you have a team of only 5,000. How much money will you be making from this supermarket every month out of these 3 products? From that team of 5,000, if they bought sugar, 1 kilogram, only 2 times a month, you will make 3,873 every month from 1 kilogram of sugar. If those 5,000 bought milk, and they bought it every day, because milk is a daily affair, and they're only buying 1 packet of milk every day, you'll make 25,263 from that milk approximately. If they bought bread, and they bought it every day, just 1 loaf, you'll make 24,757 in a month. Out of those people, in those 3 products, you'll make approximately 53,894. Are we together? That is why we go out bringing one another. We are at a stage where we are supposed to bring everybody. And I'm going to tell you why in a moment. This is the time to bring everybody to register into space. And also now, when people are saying there's no money. Also now, when you're hearing people are going to be retrenched. When government retrenches, you think the private sector will keep the people. They're also going to do what? Kama nikisema retrenching, they're not communicating. Sinaelewa how we are retrenching? Yes. And these things are normal in the world. There are times when people have to lose jobs. In America, they lost jobs, they even lost houses. What people did, walikimbia wakaenda wapi? Network marketing. Are we together? So tell your brother and sister who thinks they are comfortable, the time to run is when? Now, and start the business. Now, this is supermarket profitability, which I'm going to cover in another slide. And this one was just to show that even when you've taken the money and you've paid and you've kept, the supermarket still makes a profit. Now, I use this quote from Michael Jordan that says some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. And we in Space Global, we want to make it do what? Happen. It is possible, it's going to happen. Please remember that. Why do I say it's going to happen? The system that we are using today to bring one another and earn from Airtime. When I started, I went to Safaricom and I went to Airtel. And of course, you look at those people and you know they're intelligent. Am I right or wrong? But with their intelligence, they all looked at what I was saying and they told me this will not work. This will not work. Then they asked me, yeah, Mr. Masawa, where have you seen this working? And I told them, I've not seen it anywhere. So have you come up with it? Yes. They told me, yes. The more reason we know it's not going to do what? To work. Because if it was going to work, you would have seen it working elsewhere. Is it working? Yes. It's the same thing. My goal is to create millionaires. And I'll keep repeating that. Unless you don't want to be a millionaire, my goal is to create millionaires. But millionaires are created through thinking, my brothers and sisters, doing things in a unique way. Because I don't want to create 1 millionaire, I want to create many millionaires. So I must trust in God and think in a very creative way and keep praying. And I want you to keep praying for me as we pray for one another such that we succeed. Are we together? I'm not going to take credit away from God. All these things I've always entrusted everything I do to who? To God. So let's see how we are going to make things happen. And we are saying it is very possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the 2nd edition of our magazine. We have a magazine now. The 2nd edition of our magazine talks about supermarkets poised to change the retail landscape. Please buy your copy at the back. They go for 200 shillings. Read about what you want to do. In the next edition, we'll even be talking more. So, we are saying it is possible. Now, Humility and fear of the Lord brings wealth and honor and what? And life. Why am I using that quote? To show you that wealth is important. Wealth is what? Important. If you are here and you are thinking money is not important, you are wrong. One of us sent a message which I enjoy very much. I'm not able to quote it, but let me try. He says, please remember that money is not everything in life. But make lots of it, before you start thinking about this nonsense. Are we together? I don't understand that quote. Before you begin saying, oh, it's not important, first of all, do what? Make it, earn it. You know, you can't tell us it's not important when you don't have it. First of all, have it. When you're telling us it's not important, we understand because you already do what? Have it. It's like saying a car is not important. If I told you a car is not important and I've parked a car outside, you can say, I know what I'm doing, what I'm talking about. But I'm saying a car is not important simply because I can't afford it. Please run away from me. Are we together? Now, this is the journey because I know we have visitors. The journey is like this. Initially, we told our members to form chamas and collect money. But the collection of money was slow, and because the collection of money was slow, we went ahead due to the high demand of supermarkets, and I approached investors. Those are people to tell them, hey, we want supermarkets. Are you willing to put money in us so that we can have these supermarkets? The investors looked at the numbers, which I'm going to show you, and the investors say, Mr. Masawa, these supermarkets are going to run. Are we together? So I came back and I told the members, we have gotten a what? An investor. But the only challenge I have with the investor anataka weke pesa lakini hatoki anakaa hapo. Members say, abana, let us collect money ourselves, we own these supermarkets. Are we together? It's good we understand the process. That you are collecting money, you are collecting slowly. Somebody else came and said, we are going to give you these millions you want. Fungua hizo supermarkets. Members said, no. If this person gives us the money, the person is going to own the supermarkets. We want to own the supermarkets ourselves. Which is a very good thought. So we've agreed that we are going to use an association to invest in supermarket, which is called Space Global Association. Are we together? So that is what we call the investment unit for every member of Space to improve our livelihood. So that is what we are going to use to invest in these supermarkets. Now, the Space Global Association has a constitution. We did not just speak ourselves and run. No, we have a constitution that we follow. And the objective is to identify opportunities to improve members' lives. Today, they've started with investing in supermarkets. We have many things. Our journey is an interesting journey, Utaziona, where we are going. Officials were voted on 16th of October. So we have a chairman, but I'm very happy to say I'm the one. We have a vice chair, and that is Millionaire Tony here. And we have a secretary. Change is not here. We have a vice secretary, we have a treasurer, we have the officials who are in this, plus 5 committee members who focus on audit to make sure your money and my money is safe. And so the first opportunity for the group has been to invest in supermarkets, and I'm happy to say that members are responding very well. And in a moment, I'll call so that you get your receipts, because I've been told your receipts are ready for your payments. Now, the money you are collecting is to set up the supermarket. When you want to do something, you must pay for rent, you must do the premises, you must do the shelving, you must do all that. And setting up a supermarket is not cheap. This is what it entails, and this is how the costs look like. To set up that unit before the stock, you need rent. We put at 1,500. We have worked this on an average figure on 52 supermarkets that we want to do in Nairobi. Nairobi means Nairobi pickup area, it means Kikuyu area, it means Kitengela area, Serian, all those. We are putting that all under Nairobi. So there are 52 we are looking at. We put shelving at 7.5 million, security CCTV 750,000, cashier desks and chairs 1 million. These are rounded figures. We have a detailed document that has all this. Branding and lighting 2 million, office manager 350,000, hardware, meaning things that are used like a laptop here is called hardware. That is at 1.1 million because we have staff, people at the counter doing all that. Air conditioning and refrigeration 2 million. The safe 1.5 million. Refurbishment, in other words, fixing a few things, making sure the place looks the way we want, 2.5 million. Miscellaneous 2 million. A total of what? 22 million and how much? 200,000. A detailed report is there, and that is how it looks like. Now, once this is done, what is the return? You have put this money. You need to put stock. Once you put stock, what money, how much will you make? So this is how it looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, we use 5,000 members per outlet. If you take 5,000 and multiply it by 50, how many members are you talking about on average? How many members? It's a bit hot, I'll remove my jacket. 250,000. Can you see how conservative we are? 250,000 only in a population of 4 million. What we are saying is 250,000. So that you know our numbers are conservative, and these are the numbers that the investors looked at and say, here we are going to make money, and they are very clear. Now, we used 5,000 and we said, based on an average spend of 6,000 in a month, even people in slum areas, they go to Mujengo, they come back, they spend around 300 shillings on food, isn't it? What they buy. So if you took that times 30 is 9,000. We didn't do that. We said 6,000. Okay. We multiply that, we find what we call turnover, the money that supermarket can collect. Yeah? The money it can collect in a month. We record 30 million, meaning only 1 million a day. Can you see how conservative we are? Only 1 million per day. Next, we went to gross profit of 20%, meaning that supermarket can make 6 million. Then we said out of this 20%, 40% goes to members. They're calling that a marketing cost for the supermarket. And then he pays staff, or we pay staff. We pay security 120. We pay rent 175,000. We do services 100,000. Miscellaneous 175,000, a total of 3.97 million. Are we together? Out of this, we deduct this figure from the 6 million gross profit. The supermarket is still left with how much? 2 million. Are we together? That is in 1 month. Meaning, what is the profit here for the supermarket? 9.2% in what period? 1 month. Would you make that kind of money easily? Now, with our conservative approach, any investor who looked at our numbers knows our model, because investors study models before they say we'll give money. They don't just throw money away. Looked at everything and said, yes, here we are going to do what? Put our money. We know we are going to get a return. And that is why we are telling you, and never say no, this is the return we are looking at every month. Now I want you to get your mobile phones out, because I want you to calculate something. Everybody get your phones out, and I want to do it very slowly. Now, what does this mean? If you invested 100,000 in our supermarkets, how much money would you be getting every month? Umeweka ngapi? 100,000. You know how to do that? You take 100,000, multiply by 9.2, not 2%. Weka to 9.2. Once you get that answer, Divide it by what? 100. What do you get? I'm told the answer is 9,000? But that's correct. Now, how many hundred thousands are there in 1 million? Somebody at the back, how many times? 10, isn't it? So, if you invested $1 million, how much would you be making every month? Just take 9,200 times what? 10. How much would you be making every month? 92,000. Are we together, even people at the back, by a show of hands? Yes, good. Now, 1 million can make me 92,000. If I were to buy a house, how much would I spend to get a rent of 92,000? Or I was to take a block, yeah? You know, those flats, or not even flats, those doors, self-contained rooms. How much would I spend to get 92,000? Roughly. Unajua? How much roughly? About 20 million or 18 million. Can you see that? That you need 20 million, or let me say 18 million, to make what somebody is making with 1 million. Can you see that? Now that is how millionaires are created. They see such opportunities, then they say, I'm going to do what? To invest. That is why the investors say, we are going to do what? To invest. We'll open these supermarkets, we'll give you the money. But you are wiser, you say, no, you're going to collect the what? The money. What does that mean for you? What it means is you must make sure you buy the shares for these supermarkets now. How is this bought? Remember, we have the Space Global Association that has a constitution that you use to invest. So you must start by being a Space Global member, and once you're a Space Global member, you become a member of the association. And the registration fee for the association is 2,500. Why? Because we have staff that are going to be running this. Your dividends, payments for your shares will not be coming alafu mnashindwa hii pesa itafanywa namna gani. No. We have staff that we are recruiting, should be reporting by mid next week, who are going to be recording all these things. Any questions you have, everything is taken care of. That's why we register, and we also give an annual subscription, which is 200 shillings every month. Next, each share is going only for 1,000 shillings. Remember the return you are getting. You are getting a return which is equivalent to 18 times what somebody else is doing. Can you see that? That is what makes an investor say, I must be here. If you understood finance, and even if you don't, I want you to come to our class on Monday morning, and I want to show you something about shares and why people buy into young companies and why the investors were keen. I want to work out the numbers with you. These shares, the moment the supermarket begins running like this, you can go and sell it to somebody immediately for 10,000 shillings per share. You know that? 10,000 per share. So if you bought 100 shares, yeah, which you have paid 100,000, how much will you have made wakati supermarket ianza hivi? Within 6 months even, or 3 months. How much will you have made? 10,000 times you have 100. Can you see how you become wealthy? This is how wealth is created. When Safaricom went selling shares, simulilipa nyingi sana. When they started, you think that share was worth that money? No. That's why I tell you, you buy the shares. If you have anything, I tell people, hata ukiwa na TV, wewe uza kwanza, give yourself within 6 months, you're going to replace that with a TV, plus a fridge, plus everything. Are we together? Yes. But you have to be wise to know, yes, this is how it works. So, a share goes for 1,000. As an individual, you buy a minimum of 5 shares, which is 5,000, and a maximum of 1,000 shares, which is 1 million shillings. The shares are not that many. So it's first come, first served. We don't want to oversubscribe to shike pesa zenu. So please make up your mind, buy the shares as soon as you can. Next, if you are in a chama can buy a minimum of 100 shares. But all the chama members must be space global members because we are governed by the constitution, which is at the AG's office of our chama. Are we together? We are waiting for the certificate. Those ones can buy a maximum of 5,000 shares. And that means a maximum of 5 million. And you can invest both as a chama at the same time as a what? An individual. You can give your money to a chama and say, we're getting, you are loaded enough, the patia chama 1 million, you also do your own 1 million. Knowing very well, the moment it starts, the 1 million will become 10 million. Can you see how wealth is created? Wealth is created by the mind and understanding the numbers. That is why the investors are very clear, tutaingia and they want to do this business with you in terms of giving you supermarkets. Now, I have seen the certificate, they're expecting it, they were told us this week, we went, they say, come back next week, it should be done. So what are you doing? We are not holding money, those people who pay us money, and they're going to be given their receipts in a moment. What we do is we tell you, put the money in this bank account. 5 of us are in this account, and the account is signed jointly. To date, no coin has been removed, and if anything has to be removed, it must be approved. There is a process. The account is called Peter, Jane, Mercy, Gideon, Beatrice. These are officials that we voted in. The account is in Kenya Commercial Bank, University Way. Why did we pick Kenya Commercial Bank? We have members all over the country, and we want a bank that has a network reaching everybody. And that is the account number. And we are saying payment should be done by 20th. My brothers and sisters, I've shown you how you make money from the supermarkets. My colleague Linnea Gideon showed you how to make money from the network. Now the ball is in your court to decide, do I want to buy the shares or don't I want to buy the shares? For those of us who have bought and they are still buying, I want Linnea Mercy to give you a receipts, yeah? Because sometimes we are telling people are buying, wanafikiria, Mr. Masawa anaongea tu, yeah? But the shares are going, and I thank everybody, plus the others who have received their receipts, yeah? For their commitment to buy. You have the receipts for the who you wrote given? Okay, let's call their names and give them.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
It's first come, first served. Hapo tumeandika it's by 20th November, but believe me, if we go by the way things are happening, we might have enough money by even 10th of November, so don't wait. So can we have Alexis Bonigaba come for your receipt? Margaret Tipis. These are people who have paid cash or deposited money in the account. You must receive a receipt once you produce your banking slip. Thank you.